Chapter 10, I am not fucking dead. There stood Mr. Butcher in armour with the sleek clock. Don't move, roared this Mr. Butcher. We've seen it all on the closed-circuit TV. You have? Said Charlie. You have? He was deliriously happy. He turned to Frank. I knew you were the man for me, Frank. This is going to be a great partnership. Me and you, as great a partnership as... He waved his dick in the air as... Fish and dog. They've taken the priceless antique of Hanuman the monkey. Why aren't you on your picture, girl? Said Mr. Butcher in armour to Not Sheba. Because she's going to co-star in a major new... Or no, that's why, buddy boy, said Charlie, looking round at Frank. Frank was also looking round. He was looking round for a way out. If we lose the Pharaoh, said the dog to Mr. Butcher in armour, a connection with the Chiltern family going back some 2 years will be broken forever. It would be a tragedy. There was that trembly voice again. I am not a pharaoh, said Charlie. Will you stop telling people I'm a pharaoh? Frank glanced out of the window. It was still open from when Sita had made them look out at the window. I don't know if you're aware, any of you, said Mr. Butcher in armour, but we have a strong room here. A prison. In other words, we punish thieves and miscreants ourselves right here. You, Frank, are unlikely ever to see your mother again. Mr. Butcher heaved his suit of armour closer. The dog pulled back its lips and revealed a huge set of teeth. Charlie looked at Frank, and Frank looked at Charlie, and Charlie looked at Not Sheba, and Not Sheba looked at the dolphins. If it's a pop video, we could have a singing dog. What do you think? Please don't put me back on the picture. I can't stand another day of it there, said Not Sheba. Well, you should have thought of that before, said Mr. Butcher in armour. I've found over the years that Frank the wank distracts not only himself, but distracts everyone around him. Oh, so it is the real Mr. Butcher, or isn't it? Frank noticed that this Mr. Butcher had the same chin. But Frank's helping me find my name, said Not Sheba. Frank was backing slowly towards the window. Charlie was composing a boy band, poppy sort of number. Sha-sha-wa-wa-wa-wa. We can fuck on and on, baby. Sha-wa-wa-wa. Right, said the dog. Seize the thieves. Mr. Butcher and the dog moved forwards. Frank screamed at the top of his voice, the window! And grabbing Charlie with one arm and Not Sheba with the other, he led them in a great daredevil leap. Whew, whew, straight out of the window. Take her too, shouted Hanuman with a cry of bitter desperation. But it was too late. Frank, Not Sheba, and Charlie poof, landed on the gravel next to the cannon and straight away started running. Frank! Oh, Frank, baby, this is so last year, said Charlie. A chase scene, for goodness sake. Every kind of chase has already been done. Don't you know that already? Helicopter chases man, man chases cop car, helicopter chases thieves car, yeah, lorry chases man, soldier chases helicopter. It's all been done. Yawn, yawn, yawn. This is your worst idea so far. Shut up and keep running, said Not Sheba, or you'll end up in a museum. Don't lose my worksheet, will you, said Frank. Up here, said a voice. Why do things keep getting so complicated? All he wanted to do was just get on with the worksheet, but things kept interfering. Not Sheba had climbed next to the Yorkshire dolphin. Frank looked down. Frank wished he hadn't looked down. He saw Mr. Butcher in armour and the dog fucking on the gravel below. Quick, said Frank to Charlie, just above him on the drainpipe. "They're coming!" Charlie was concentrating on making his climb look as spectacular as he could. "Ah, perhaps I could be a stuntman as well," he said. The legendary Charlie Chaplin faced ordeal by fire, high-speed crashes and death by drowning. He seemed immortal. Great stars paid tribute to him. Charlton Heston, Henry VIII, Goldilocks. "Charlie, look what you're doing," yelled Frank, "and don't lean back like that." Charlie was acting out, receiving his Oscar, thank you very much, thank you, while climbing up a drainpipe 10 metres off the ground. "Don't worry about me," said Frank grittily. "I was the Teletubbies stuntman, you know." "Charlie, look out!" shouted Not Sheba from above. But it was too late. Charlie was losing his grip. Frank reached out and held him for a second, but he wasn't strong enough to hang on, and Charlie lost his grip entirely, fell backwards off the drainpipe, his bandages flying in the air, and landed flat on his back on the gravel. "Keep climbing, lads," called out the dolphin. "No, I've got to go back for him," said Frank. I'm going to make him a star." But a few seconds later, Mr. Butcher and the dog were dead.